Hey y'all, welcome back
to the channel.
Yes y'all.
To the two opinionated insinuations. So yes, honey. Welcome back.
I know you're like, hey.
Hey y'all.
Hey y'all. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Yes, welcome back to the two opinionated insinuations. We are back with another Real Housewives of Atlanta review.
Yes.
Before we get into it though, make sure you all got you all tequila. Okay. What? Make sure you all got y'all tequila, y'all. Make sure you got it. Y'all know it's tequila time, so make sure y'all getting into it. And I got me a Red Bull today.
Oh my gosh, it's been so hard to find them.
I know, right? This was the last one in the store. And I wanted a small one. So make sure y'all got y'all Red Bull Boost, okay?
Yes. Get into it, honey.
Yes, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into it. Like I said, Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is episode 7.
Mm-hmm.
What you know?
Okay. So, of course, it starts off, I don't know, it seems like as of lately it's been starting off with Drew and her husband. But he bought her a scooter that she had been wanting, you know, and it kind of made sense considering she just got her cast off after the knee or what is it, ankle injury or whatever.
Achilles surgery, something of another.
And so as they were testing out her new scooter, she talked to him about hosting a ladies' night before the actual trip. You know, they go out of town every season, and so she wanted to host something to get to know the ladies a lot more before they went out of town.
Which I think is a great idea. We don't know these people. This is your first time, you know, stepping in, so I think it's great.
Yep, I think so as well. They, you know, ended up wanting to have this at the house where they're moving from, not to the new house.
They have not moved yet.
I can't
anyway.
LaToya is helping Kenya eat right to lose weight. So Kenya decides to give LaToya unused lingerie. Like, girl, I think this is your size. I can't wear this no more. Type thing. And I'm just like, couldn't y'all have done this off camera? Like, nobody cares.
I'm so tired of Kenya recycling shit to give people. She recycled gifts from other people. She recycled shit that she can't fit no more, so she got it. Girl, now we know for sure she didn't give the $5,000 to the Candy Cares. Oh, we know now. We know for sure.
We knew that. We knew that when Candy said it. She didn't want to put her little good friend down. But we knew. It was you, Kia, because you always doing this. Anyway. So she ended up telling LaToya that she wants to fly a private jet for the trip. Now, she did tell her that none of the other ladies know. It'll just be her and LaToya, the baby, and the nanny. Kenya's taking her baby on this trip. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you wanted to keep this from the ladies is just like, ugh. Because y'all all could have really pitched in and got a bigger jet. So it's obvious that you wanted it to be just you and LaToya. Instead of inviting your friend whose wedding is coming up. Anyway.
Okay. I said, where was the invite for Cent? Are you going to invite Cynthia? She just sat up here and made you a bridesmaid. That's your best friend, right? You going to invite LaToya?
Supposed to be your best friend. If it wasn't Cynthia, I would have definitely thought it would have been Candy. And
somebody that could afford it, help you pitch in.
Exactly. Not to mention they have kids, they have kids too, and so I'm pretty sure she would have wanted to bring Abe and Blaze on the
Yes.
trip with her. So it's kind of like I didn't understand that. I just felt like you were continuing to be shady, like
She
you always do.
was. She was being
And
shady.
you just wanted to get more time with this girl who you obviously have some type of infatuation with.
Okay then, because she's giving you the attention that you want.
For
And
that.
Cynthia ain't giving you that attention because she's happy with her fiance. So you got to get it from somebody. And lonely. It's interesting. You got issues in your marriage. You separated from your man. She separated from her man. Talking about you should date outside of the marriage. There it go.
There it is.
Okay then.
There it is.
Okay,
And
then.
so she, mentioned that Kenya did mention that Mark, her estranged husband, is making it known that you're gonna have to ask for the baby to go anywhere. If you want her in a commercial, you want her to go out of the state, you want her to go out of the country, you want her to do this, you want her to do that, you need to ask for my permission. That's a man that's legitimized. You other men need to understand you ain't got no rights until you do such. This man is making sure that his baby ain't doing nothing unless he has some type of involvement. And whether he's primary parent or not, because the baby does stay with Kenya. But I just was like, when I heard her saying all of these things in the document about the separation or whatever, and the divorce, I'm just like, oh, Mark ain't playing no games with her. He ain't playing. He's the type that want child support and ain't even taking care of the baby.
Okay then.
But
Okay then. I ain't got nothing to say about that. I ain't got no children, so I don't put no thoughts into something I know I don't know nothing about.
Sorry for that, lady.
Okay then.
Anyway, Cynthia, she's the first to show up to Drew's ladies' night. Cynthia's always the first to show up.
That's the friend you need.
Cynthia's a little older, you know what I'm saying? So, them seasoned women, they
Kenya older?
when to be on time. Say what?
Kenya older? Her and Cynthia about the same age, ain't they?
Kenya already didn't like Drew, and I'm pretty sure she was late because she knew that LaToya wasn't coming and tried to sit in there and act like, oh, where is she? But you knew that girl wasn't coming. She told you ahead of time she wasn't coming.
I'm sure she did.
So that's why Kenya was late. She
was the last one.
She was mad by everybody coming late to her event. You know what? You know the shade. So everybody that showed up, of course, they were, they knocked on the door. They rang the doorbell. We peeking in. Like, we doing dances in front of the like. Do y'all not see these people outside their house? And I think the house was soundproof, if you ask me.
I think it was ridiculousness. I don't know what it was. Too many people in that house for nobody to hear anybody. Like, they run the doorbell. I mean, they knock loud. Like, how you don't want to be ridiculous in this nice neighborhood. You don't want to be acting like the police. But you know what? I'm just like Candy. After a minute, I'm walking in the door too. You ain't finna have me out here. I know you expected me. You invited me.
Exactly.
I'm coming in.
Exactly.
Girl.
So that
Girl.
thought that was so funny. Like, dang, nobody thought to call. Hey, I'm outside. I'm pulling up.
You know what? I think everybody ultimately be trying to they don't put on for the camera, but ultimately they know it's a camera there, so they don't want to, sit up there and act too much out of pocket while the camera there. And I think Candy just don't care. Candy's gonna, the camera people right here, they expecting us. Who else they think coming in? Let me go ahead and walk in, as everybody else gonna be like, I'm not finna just walk in these people's house on camera.
The thing that was so funny is, I'm glad you mentioned that the cameras were there, because the camera that was inside of the house that was pointing at the door saw these people standing out there knocking at the door, and they didn't even say, well, let me get the door for her. They just kept going from the door to the kitchen where everybody else was. The
They said that ain't their house. That ain't their house.
Child,
I ain't finna open these people door.
Just shady. Anyway, honey, Portia ended up showing up and she told Drew that LaToya was talking about her wig. It should have been told to be honest. Somebody should have said something when she was at Cynthia's house and she said it. Instead of waiting
LaToya should have said it.
Toya should have said it, but also all the other people that were sitting there. Like, y'all done spoken about this wig many times after it was initially said. So, Portia's just like, I'm about to tell it. And, you know, LaToya wasn't there, but she was just like, I mean, hey, you invited her here. Do you know she was talking about your wig?
Wait a minute. I invited her. And she got Kenya drinking too. Call her. I don't have the number.
Well, you should be glad.
Why?
She was coming for you.
She came for me?
She was.
I don't even know her.
The way Toya dogged this wig, I was expecting to walk in and see her edges chewed the up with glue on her eyelashes.
I'm Bennett. I ain't in it, and I'm gonna let you make your own decisions.
Look, that's how Cynthia and Candy was like, no, she didn't.
Yes,
just
she
say
did.
We knew, and we talked about it too.
Yes, she did. Told right on them. She snitching. Don't take Portia nowhere. She snitching.
You can't. And Kenya's sitting there like, oh, you ain't got nothing to say about your friend. You didn't have her back. You didn't say, oh, you know, I think she was, you know, just mentioning it lightheartedly. It wasn't as if she was trying to be malicious. Like, you didn't take up for your friend.
Nope.
I just wanted to make a note of that, Kenya.
Okay.
Right. Then the ladies, who was it that asked her to sing? Was it Kenya? Trying to be shady?
Was it Kenya?
I think it was Kenya who asked her to sing. Either way, the lady
she got asked to sing.
Drew said, "Okay," and she sang.
Okay, then she said, "I ain't scared. This is what I do."
She ain't no punk around here. Like, she do this.
Okay, then, and she went ahead and sang.
And she did a good job.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
She did a good job. And she kind of mentioned, she's like, yeah, so Kenya, how you getting to the girls' trip?
Let's be honest, the whole situation was shady, and I think they both got shade on both ends. So y'all know Kenya told Drew that she was getting a PJ. Well, she wound up texting Drew after she told her to say, don't tell the girls, I don't want the girls to know. But Drew conveniently asked, well, how you getting there? I think Kenya kind of set herself up for it, because I think Kenya was like, we're not going to go. I'm not going to ride with y'all because all the other girls are going to be taking sprinters. So I think Kenya set herself up for that, because she said, I'm not going to be riding with y'all. And which at that point, Drew said, well, how you getting there?
Right.
It seems shady because she already know.
Somebody was going to ask it anyway. Why not let it be Drew? I mean, at the end of the day, I just found out that you and your homegirl LaToya was just talking about me. So I'm about to spill the tea. It is what it is. Like, let's start being honest and let's start being adults around here. Tell them what you told me. Obviously, we're not that cool for me to be keeping those secrets for you. So anyway, Kenya goes and she talked about the girl wig again. So that's exactly what I'm saying. You are just not to be trusted.
At all.
Shady booth. And I can't.
I can't either. We're gonna move on right on along.
Right along. So Todd tells Candy that he's gonna be the master of ceremonies at Mike's bachelor party. So he starts talking about the strippers and stuff they gonna be getting. So
Which your ideas are a little bit. You need to go back to the drawing board and try that again, Todd. That wasn't it right there.
I think he was still, brainstorming.
Oh, okay. Keep on brainstorming. Ain't nobody finna die seeing strippers. Let's try again.
Hey, you never know.
Okay.
And so Candy was like, let me think about what I could do for the bachelorette party because nobody had said anything about it. And so she decides to say, well, let me try and get some of the strippers from the dungeon tour. You guys know she did the dungeon tour. And she might want to get some of the dancers from there to come to this girls trip to surprise Cynthia with the bachelorette party. I thought that was so nice of Candy.
I think so too. And it's like as soon as she got the idea, she was like, oh, I could do that. That's a good friend. That's a thoughtful friend.
Yes.
Y'all better sit up there and take notes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So they get ready to leave on this sprinter that pulls up to Candy's house, and here come Marlo looking like a marshmallow. Why were you dressed like that, lady?
She had her whole hazmat suit on. Wait, did I say that right?
Girl, I don't know. It looked like a cone suit to me.
She was protecting herself from COVID. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. Every scene you see Marlo in, she got some Lysol. She is barriered up.
Yeah.
She don't play no games, and you know that's somebody who got to go back home to some kids.
Yep. She's taking it very seriously. Actually, should.
Yeah.
So they get on the sprinter. They headed towards what is it? Isles of Palm.
Isles of Palm in South Carolina.
Okay, and so the lady starts talking. You know, it always leads to sex. And Candy disclosed that, her and Todd might get down with the threesome, but whoever it is has to sign an NDA.
Mm-hmm.
As they should.
Yep.
Nobody wants no scandals coming up later on down the line when somebody's mad. No, this lady is a businesswoman at the end of the day. And her and hubby they here.
Yeah, most definitely. They're definitely on the same page. They both laid back. They both low key. So yeah, everybody getting an NDA. Everybody getting an NDA.
Everybody.
Period.
Especially after all that stuff that happened with the whole Portia and
Who said that?
Yeah.
Who said that?
All the stuff that happened with the Phaedra and Portia situation.
Mm-hmm. I remember. NDA. Yes, you need it because you never know what's gonna come back on you. T.I. and Tiny, y'all should have did better. Mm-hmm.
So LaToya and Kenya, they make it to this extravagant, I guess it would be a beachfront property.
It was very nice.
It was very nice. Mm-hmm. And she also had another villa for the baby and the nanny. And they walking up and down and around this big old place. I'm like, oh my gosh, she did a good job. But she decides to want to pick rooms for the ladies. Instead of them, how they usually do, have the ladies go around and pick their own rooms. Her and LaToya decided to pick the rooms for everybody.
Based on how they feel about the girls. So if they didn't like you, you didn't have a nice room.
Shady.
Period.
Shady.
We know Marlo must have been down somewhere in the gutter.
Every time, girl, Marlo, I don't even know why you keep showing back up to the show because you just keep getting shitted on.
Mm-hmm. She need that check. Let's be honest. I don't care what revenue anybody pulling in from whatever other sources. This is a good check. All you got to do is pretty much do what you do on a daily and maybe do some extra stuff to make it, a kumbaya moment. This is a good check.
This lady has been a supporting member of the show since the beginning.
I think that would look.
The longest.
That was my shady tree. That was a little shady. A supporting member.
I didn't even notice I said that.
You made that very apparent. A supporting member. Mm-hmm. That's my shady tree.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately,
that was shady.
It is what it is. I'm sorry. They haven't given you a piece yet. So.
I
mean, girl, it has to be heartbreaking, right? Anyway, Yeah, like you said, she was in the gutter room. You know, got the ugliest and smallest room of them all.
Then.
And then, as the ladies are still headed towards the mansion.
Yeah, they're still on the way. Yeah, they're in the sprinter, y'all. So they're still on the way.
A hot sprinter.
Ain't got no L.
A trip that turned from 4 hours to 8 hours.
Who takes 8 hours to get from Georgia to South Carolina?
I just don't understand. What would y'all do?
Cynthia arrived before them, and Cynthia didn't ride with them. She had a prior engagement, so she had to wind up coming a little later. More than likely, she took a plane, but she said it took a while to get there. Either way, she arrived before them.
It's just ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
So as they ride, and of course they still talking, and it came up that Kenya done brought her baby. Now they already mad about the private jet situation. Now they found out that you done brought your baby. Okay.
Yeah, did they have a bus as well?
No, they're on a jet.
A jet?
Wait.
So, Brooklyn ride better than us, bitch.
What's going on?
That is mother up. Because I was crying this morning because I had to bring my baby. If we were bringing our kids, wouldn't you have liked to bring your kids? It should have been known.
You got Portia who has a baby. You got Candy who has a baby. You got Drew who has a baby. Like, they all have babies, like toddlers, infants.
All of them got children. I think the only person on that bus that didn't have a child was Tanya.
Yeah.
Everybody else had children.
And they probably would have wanted to get little villas, as well for their families.
Stop acting like these some broke hoaxes. They got money, girl.
I can't.
She didn't even give them the opportunity. She said, "This is what it is. Take it or leave it."
You didn't even relay the information. Like, I just think it was just so shady. You being too secretive, and you being Kenya. I mean, it makes sense.
It's that controlling factor, wanting control over the situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what that was.
Yep. So that's what I got, honey. Got the whole situation.
That was pretty much episode 7, y'all. So it leaves off the girls, like we said, finding out that Brooklyn's on the trip. So y'all let us know what y'all think. How do y'all think about how this whole trip is starting off? How do y'all think the whole dinner went? Just trying to vibe out with the girls before the trip to see, if everything was going to be pretty cool. And just let me know what y'all think about, like, Kenya and Toya. Like, you can already see what the environment that they're setting just off of the rooms that they're assigning. So what y'all think about it? Okay,
hit us down there in the comments below. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Definitely.
If you subscribe and you don't want the notifications, you can turn the notifications off, but just make sure you subscribe so you can get all your updates. Okay?
Definitely.
Honey, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.